Hey folks, Quill18 here and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Rimworld. This is our vanilla ice cream campaign and we are starting off with a bit of a spicy start and some nuts over here. Coming in, we got a breacher raid, a mechanoid breacher raid with a little termite over here, which, yeah, I love when they just attack random landscapes here, which is going to give us some time to prepare. This termite's going to be remarkably annoying because it does have splash damage. And that is going to suck. I've decided to go and engage them in the field over here because I want to force a short-range engagement because of our chain shotguns. We can't really rely on cover because they're just going to blow up all the walls anyway. Mira, I did get the EMPs. I decided to give some EMP grenades to Toma as well. The nice thing about here is they should cluster around this corner, and I think we can go and get some EMP shenanigans happening. At least that's the hope. So we'll put Toma, who's tough, up front. Mira there. Michelle's just going to hang back here because there are some scythers. And the rest of the people are just going to be, ready to... Actually, I guess we can move out now. So there's not going to be any friendly fire if I set up over here. I might want to set up... No, really, they have to get drawn around the corner. Like, I can't move over here. And I can't move further back here because then I might shoot our others. I guess we can do this. I mean, we have to be worried about the splash damage a little. Start firing. Stun. Hit that. Interesting angles or lack thereof. Suppose I might just want to move you out a little bit. There we go. So now you can do this. Okay, and then Michelle, go and engage the scyther. Oh, I didn't realize you'd be moving around the group. Although, okay, that did get smashed. Okay, Mira's taking some damage. Honestly, it's not the end of the world to me if I lose Mira. I'm gonna get you to shoot a little bit that way. And you cover sort of the back area over here. Good stuns. Everyone's shooting. Oh no, Mox isn't shooting. Move you up here for a better angle. Mira, I'm going to move your shots to over here. And we'll make sure to cluster a little bit more there. Keep them stun locked. There you go. Eat a stun. Good. Oh, you're not shooting. Actually, we'll just move everyone up some. Oh, I'd meant to pop a smoke for just a little bit of cover. Here, we'll do it now. It's not a turret. But it should hopefully still help. Excellent. I don't know why you're moving that far ahead. I guess if you didn't have a shot, you interpret that as a move up there. Okay. Easy. Unforbid and... Or unrestrict the position and allow. There we go. We'll get some nice material out of this. Okay. Clean. And these guys didn't even get hurt. Oh, look at that. Actually, I was going to say no injuries. Sorry, Mira. You got a slight bruise. Oh, you got a little bobo. You need someone to kiss it better. All right, yeah, that worked out really, really well. Force a short range engagement. Have some EMP grenades. Oh, Tomo, you can get your knife back. Your plasteel knife. Might still get you a plasteel longsword or something like that. I guess like the persona weapons and things and mono swords and plasma swords don't exist, right? I think those were all introduced in royalty. So probably the best weapons we can have here in vanilla are uranium maces and plasteel longswords, I expect. We don't have enough plasteel to really justify making a longsword. Actually, I don't even know if we could. I don't know how much we need, but I don't think we're gonna. We're nearly halfway to the multi-analyzer. We don't have any prisoners, so I don't need that heat on. Let's take a look at the heat in the base. Okay, no, green is good. 20 degrees, 19. If it gets a little colder, we probably will need a second heater for this block. But for now, we're okay. Oh, and then this room is 21 degrees. Without this heater, although it's 0 degrees outside, I think I will want the third heater, just to make sure. We could lower the target temperature so they don't use as much power. Like, I can set a target temperature of 11. I don't know if there's a min-max. well, growth rate 0 because you're resting right now. I'm hoping that at 11 degrees, it still gets 100% growth rate. So non-ideal, yeah, -5. So we might lose some of these crops. Should I force a harvest now? As long as, ooh, hopefully it makes it through tonight. But we might want to ooh, we're close to some, I don't know that we're going to be able to get the harvest done. If it does hit -10 and plants start dying. Everyone's asleep, yeah. I don't know, harvest some stuff tomorrow. There's our -10. Things are going to die off. -11. Dang. I was really hoping it wouldn't dip quite that low. It's fine. We've got plenty of food. And then we've got this safe one over here. But it is a little annoying. Any hard at work? How's your health there, buddy? You still have the... No more muscle parasites. Excellent. We might get you a bionic leg at some point, Benny. I don't know. So yeah, I have no idea if this works. Like, if they, for some reason, don't stop the fight over here, that's going to be amazing. Did I not also do that? An eclipse, that'll suck a little bit. Ooh, no wind right now either, so our batteries are going to drain like mad. Especially with this running. Because we kind of rely on the solar panels to fuel this. Oh, yeah, I'm going to set this down to the 11 as well. So it is 11 over there, and growth rate 100%. Yeah, so they're perfectly fine. So yeah, more heaters to work harder to keep it above freezing, but don't have to use as much power as required to heat this room to 21 degrees. That seems good. Yeah, this power. We really need some wind to kick in. Okay, it's going up a little. But yeah, -7,000 grid excess. Oy. And then we're going to have a night without power either, because we never charge the batteries. But I need these lights on. Benny's got a sad wander. Minor pain. Sorry, Benny. Wish I'd done a little bit better by you. Smooth these walls. And yeah, we're still in the window for a second attack. It's a long walk to go and clean a little bit of stuff over here, but I guess it has to be okay. We've got lots of hay for the winter. There's the power out. Although now without... when these lights don't need to be running... Which isn't now yet. But it's dark, isn't it night? No, there's an eclipse. I forgot about that. The power does get better. Now, we don't want the crops dying here, but hopefully there's enough of a power buffer that it's not an issue. Say positive power, but that's because not everything is running right now. Yeah, so the eclipse lasted all throughout the day. That is a long eclipse, but of course we are, not on our own planets. Okay, let's... no longer hold this open. And Calvino, I'm going to get you to walk through here. So it's closed. So this no longer counts as a valid path. And then I'm going to deconstruct this. So now people should want to walk through here. We'll keep this available just in case. But there should be no reason for anyone to walk through this area anymore. And we'll ultimately deconstruct it all. And I think I'll probably build the wall here. Oh, right. This has got to get moved. So let's go... like that, and then, what was I? Oh yeah, granite door, right, because I just wanted it to be tough, that's fine. And then you're going to get installed over there. And then we can deconstruct this stuff. Although, you know what? No, I'm going to leave it here in case we need to revert our defenses, which we could do just by sealing this in. Go home zone this and that. Make sure it stays repaired. And yeah, make sure this power is toggled off. We never need it to be on. And yeah, this is just to cause big raids to destack as they come through here. So this area is open, right? People should be able to see a path through here to valuable buildings, to probably some of our own pawns outside at some point. I mean, we could hold this door open as well to increase the chance. But yeah, those should almost always be someone outside for them to sort of trigger on. Hopefully, plenty of bait. And yeah, hopefully the Devil Strand will keep growing here. So it is properly at night now. But yeah, hopefully tomorrow... oh, it's still the eclipse is going on. Hopefully the eclipse goes away before the next day cycle. Man, it really makes me wish I'd set up the geothermal. Maybe we will. That this is an issue again, but we were sitting on a lot of power. Build a little bit of a redundant connection over here. And I might want to go and extend this zone since we're clearly going to be moving some things around. We can make it even more here. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Build. Yeah, this stuff should get hauled out of there. It won't necessarily get hauled to a hauling zone. I can't. I guess I can double click there. There you go. And put a little hull on that. Double click that way and do a hull on that, just to make sure it gets hauled into a stockpile. Because otherwise they'll just nudge it out of the way to build, but they won't necessarily bring it to a stockpile. All right, you need 340 steel, which we've got. 8 components, which we definitely have. So yeah, that'll get built. That's fine. But then yeah, already our power is, well, it's still negative right now with no wind blowing. All right, it's probably a good idea. And then we could turn the cremation thing back on. We might still do some toggling, but we're going to be good for quite some time. I guess I could turn this heater on just so that the latent heat goes through things to heat the other rooms, but it doesn't seem necessary. 20 degrees in here with 2 heaters in that big room is pretty impressive. And over here, solid 11. There you go. Yeah, we'll turn this back on. Research is going. Power is good. Animals are animaling. Yeah, we'll have to put some hay out here. What I'll do is, on this little one, I'll allow both hay and kibble. But yeah, we'll start bringing that stuff out. Just to make sure we're okay. Because yeah, the consumption outstrips the growth, which makes sense. It's a tiny little area. I mean, I could embiggen this. We could like wrap it around here, get like some, almost an extra defensive buffer by the virtue of having that and getting some more grass. But I think I'm happy growing hay, although we may need more. And you know me, I'm not the sort of person who likes doing the planting inside of the pen. It just feels so time consuming. And obviously it wouldn't help us during the winter right now anyway. But embiggening does make a little bit of sense for a little bit more grazing. And or one of the things when we build this new area, and I kind of want to wait until we've confirmed this. Although I suppose what I could do is I can leave this open, but close this off as part of our, you know, squaring it off because it'll look nice kind of vibe. Here, I'll do this as well. Oh, we're gonna have to leave a door. So let's line that up to what we already had, and we'll build an airlock for this one. And do that. And I won't worry about those because we'll probably tear down those nubbins later on. Okay. Did we haul in all those? Yeah, we did. Good. Presumably they've all been shredded. Right, we do have the job here for it. Yeah, I mean, I don't see any mechanoids, so I'm assuming they did get shredded. Need warm clothes. We should, again, have sort of a setup for that. Not machining table. But over here, people should cycle over to parkas. Might have already started happening. We've got all these spare dusters. It might have been people switching from dusters into what parkas we had. But we'll always make sure there's one parka available for someone to equip. We could pre-build some, but I'm not too worried about that. People don't really spend that much time outside in the intense cold, you know? Oh, I don't think I want this roofed. I don't think there's any real advantage to it. There you go. New lovers, Case and Mox. Ooh, okay. Well, let's get you a bedroom. Build a 5x5 bedroom over there. And rebuild the granite wall, and then put in the wooden door right there. And just make sure the power just pokes into the door. We got lots of people on mining, wow. And we never did set up the underground drill. Like, we got the tech for it pretty early. As some nice, you know, future-proofing. But we haven't had the need for it. This colony's been running so bizarrely smoothly, which is just, you know, a cursed thing to say. But again, I think a big part of it is we've made sure that our wealth is wealth that defends us. Order smooth surface. All that, please. And then, yeah, we'll get the light. We'll get the double bed. And, yeah, we'll still go with marble end table. Marble dresser. And, yeah, you'll need a heater as well. Special quest. Special trade. 4 SMGs. Big pile of gold, reinforced barrels, and plasteel. Orbital bombardment and stuff is cool. I think I might accept for this. So, right, here the expiration 7.5. I don't think it tells us. I think once we accept, it'll say you've got so many days to do it, right? Travel time 2.3 days. I think once we accept, it'll have, you know, 20 days to actually manufacture it, but we should still wait. I'm going to go and make 4 heavy SMGs. Now, here's the thing. If for some reason we don't manage to finish this quest, it's not the end of the world because we'll have the SMGs that we could equip, like Calvino and Mira could put those on. And, you know, we could always sell them or whatever. Like, they're not going to be a waste if this quest fails. But I think we're going to try for it. Because that sounds kind of nice. Okay. It was Mox and someone. First of all, first Mox, right over there. There we go. Mox and Case. Mox and Case. There's a really good mod. I think it's called Better Bed Assignment or something. It makes it a lot easier to, like, find pairs. Because when you assign one person to the bed, then it, like, marks their lover. So you know to assign them. But there you go. We'll do that. We'll give them a fancy bedroom, which will give them a mood boost because they'll like their bedroom. Slightly impressed. I guess we're not making art to boost that, which, of course, adds wealth. Right? That's that constant competition. Do we want to smooth this wall? You know what? I guess we should. At this point, it's mostly for me, more than, like, the actual prisoners. But yeah, let's go ahead and do that. This is still going to be the proper hospital at some point. Raid. Bomb lineup. Group of pirates landing right on top of us. Ooh. Now, is that the actual landing spot? Sometimes that's where the drop pods are, but they travel a little bit. But we are going to have to assume that we're going to be fighting inside the base. I just realized these beds being here is annoying because I can't properly use this for cover. That is annoying. Now, what I'm going to do is hold this open, because what I'm wondering is we could just pull out to here and they might just chase us here. They might smash a few things along the way. I don't know. Tell you what, we'll bring everyone out anyway. You two go there. Is that part of that plan? Mira, you don't have a useful weapon, so we're just going to send you out there. And we'll just get you in position and ready for this. You know what I'm thinking? Like, we could hold open more doors so they don't smash. Or maybe we do, because it'll buy us maybe a little bit more time. Because we'll have to smash the way out, although they might smash other things. But see, if these beds weren't here, what we would have done is set up right there. Oh, some of you are outside. That's actually quite interesting. Let's deal with this immediately. So Shane's going to go and pop the door open. There we go. Now, Shane, back up. We lost some of our cover. I guess I don't need to hold this door open anymore. We can use it as part of the cover. Stand here. You two rush that guy. I like how they're not managing to break out very well. Although they are smashing my stuff, which is very annoying. Yeah, I could have done a little hold open on the doors. Maybe that would have been better for us? I don't know. I guess we can just go and do the same thing where we go up and we pop open one of these doors. Or did you set things on fire inside there? You guys are going to get cooked. Oh, unroofed. Oh, you smashed the roof on the way in, so you actually don't have to worry about it. Okay. Slowly breaking this wall. I think we'll probably just pop the door. I don't know why they set themselves up this way. Like, there you go. Let's mark this as held open. Yeah, Mox, go and pop it, and then I'll move you, because actually I'm a little bit worried about you dying. We want to smoke pop in here? I don't think we need to. I'm just going to center you up. Put you here. Are we actually being shoved backwards? Oh, they're fleeing. I'm not sure that Tomo's attacking. Maybe because they're fleeing? Well, yeah. Melee attack holder. Melee attack. Yeah, not to death, because those are the ones that are downed. Okay. Unrestrict. Capture Werner. Capture Stove. Capture and... No, strip Sandley. And then... Oh, I can't tell you melee attack because the other one. Tell you what. You capture Stove. Tomo, you're going to strip Stanley and then... where's melee attack Stanley to death? Okay, let's let some things move. Oh, sorry, you weren't recruited, that's why. Melee attack Stanley to death. There we go. Someone was capturing Stove. I don't know where Mira went. Okay, release and allow. Okay. Oh, we can turn off the hold open there for temperature management. We'll also throw in a little allow over here to clean that up. That was easy peasy. Got some extra guns. Medical emergency on Werner, who is being treated currently. So you lost an arm. Oh my god, you've lost both arms. You've lost a toe. Oh, Werner's gonna die. So yeah, just work on Stove, that's fine. There you go. Yep, that's fine. I guess I could have done a very quick strip to get the clothing. Alright, so Stove's lost a toe, no other permanent injuries. Pyromaniac, psychically hypersensitive, depressive. Okay, no. Mira, come over here and strip, and then we will just set you to release mode. I mean, I suppose we could execute you. You are considered guilty currently. But, no, we'll release you. It's a nice thing to do. It's not going to switch any relationships, but, you know, one could pretend that it would do enough. I guess we have to mine out the collapsed rocks, okay? And then, yeah, lots of reconstruction happening tomorrow. Then we have to remember which beds. Oh, it didn't put the reconstruct of the bed because the rocks were in the way. Okay. Okay, everything else should go. We should have plenty of material for everything. Right, cold in there, but that's by design. Ooh, it's not great there, although the doors have been opening and closing. Yeah, the temperature's not perfect, but as long as it doesn't dip too low over here so we don't get us slept in the cold, it should be all right. Inspired creativity with Manny. Manny, do you even create things? Well, you could do it with the construction, so you might actually end up making a very impressive bed. And right now, it might be a very impressive end table. Let's get you focusing on the double bed. Because I'd rather a high-quality bed for the maximum sleep. I mean, a high-quality end table might also be useful for lots of reasons. Legendary double bed. Yeah. Furniture is engraved with the portrayal of the minor celebrity Iskra. A gerbil is shown in the distance. Okie dokie. There we go. That's coming back up. So... who was where? Okay, Manny and Michelle are married. Manny and Michelle. And there's another couple, obviously, but we'll have to wait for that. Oh, that needs to mine out the rest of those collapsed rocks. I missed that one. The bedrooms are coming back. Some repairs are happening as well. I don't know why they're not working on the bed as fast as some of these others, but there you go. Manny's on it now. Of course, you don't have a second inspiration, but that's okay. Doors up, a little bit of repairs. Another bed here. Okay, so... social... Paulo and Tomo. Okay, that's you over here. Oh, no, that's right. I can't walk. Paulo and Tomo. Paulo and Tomo. Okay. So hopefully that's back. We should do a pass through everyone's needs. Maybe tomorrow, just to see outstanding ones. Just to make sure that everything is the way it should be. Got some reserved corpses, but you know, the cremation is up and running. It looks like corpse situation has been cleaned up, which is good. Some people suggested we could turn off the cremation of colonists, because if we do bury a colonist in a sarcophagus specifically, not a tomb. I mean, you can go and visit graves, and it counts as recreation, but I don't think there's anything specific about the type, and I don't think we need multiples. We could tear all that down one, and that would leave one of the graves for some of that. Mira, what gun do we want to give you? Let's give you a light machine gun, because you kind of suck at shooting, but with the light machine gun, it might not matter. But yeah, so, and then sarcophagus, they can also go there and sort of prey as a recreation thing. But yeah, there is a specific buff that I do want to acknowledge. I had a good discussion about it with, I believe, Aku on the Discord. But I think I couldn't possibly be bothered. So we're just going to keep cremating all the corpses, including the colonist ones. Because I don't give a hoot. Temperature here, nice and 11. Yeah, which I don't think will be a problem. I don't think we need a heater for the animals. Unless there's an extreme cold, they should be perfectly fine and content over there. So I'm not concerned about that. A little bit of disturbed sleep, but there'll be less of it overall. Slightly impressive. Yeah, it'd be nice to maybe send it over to the next level, which could have happened if those were good enough, but just slap down an art piece could also be what we need. Need warm clothes. We can double check though. Yeah, we still have a parka currently available. So we're okay there. Oh, that's a good heavy SMG. Oh, right, we're making those. How is that? Okay, we've only got one. Rice plant died because of the cold. Yeah. But yeah, we've got plenty of food stored up now. Not infinite. We could also do some hunting, which doesn't actually seem like a bad idea. Whoops, not world. That's probably the double raid there, so I think we're probably okay. So, I mean, let's hunt lots while there's a window for it. I think Mira might go hunting with the LMG, which is kind of hilarious to me. Hopefully they don't shoot each other. Well, you don't normally have more than one hunter, because sometimes something really dumb can happen. But I'm sure it's going to be fine. There we go. So get some meat, because we still want to make some fine veal, so we need the mix of the two. We do have some auto-culling going on with our animals, so like horses might start to be a thing that happens, but not for a while. You got a slight job on here too, I think for some guaranteed kibble, yeah. So we make forever if you got insects. Like, we wouldn't mind another insect raid. Which would almost certainly spawn here because it's the biggest room inside of a mountain, which is fine. I'm not going to worry about messing around with things. We have done it on one of our run where we did a big mined out hollowed mountain and put in some supports. I think it was one of the anomaly ones. We had like that as kind of a bait area for the bugs. But this is fine. Do I want to move these beds? It's really we're more likely to want this choke point versus bugs spawning in here. Like, we'd want to pile in here to use that. Although maybe outside is still safer. Okay, multi-analyzer is done. So I can't queue up the fabrication job right now because we need the multi-analyzer down first. We should maybe get a couple of shield belts, like Tomo and Michelle, right? Let's do it. I might have to put them on a special outfit. We don't have a restriction? No? Good. Just because otherwise, whenever someone drops their range weapon, they'll grab a shield belt. I mean, if we only have the two and Tomo and Michelle are wearing it, then it's fine. But yeah, we might have to do a separate thing. We'll see how it comes out. Yeah, I kind of like that idea. Okay, multi-analyzer. So we'll build that there. Oh, I have no steel. Well. And if we're between raids, then what we're going to do is we're going to pick one of the places at the extreme edge of the map and go mine it. Or maybe I'll queue up two of those. I mean, time-wise, it sucks to go out here. It'd be more efficient to mine closer to home, but we can mine closer to home later, and we almost certainly will. Although this map is rich. Like, compare this to the freaking Walmart or the Rimworld run. I mean, admittedly, I intentionally picked a flat open area so that it would give us more freedom and flexibility with our construction. But wow, was it ever mineral poor. Really slowed down that run. Yeah, I hadn't noticed we were running that low on steel. So yeah, we still haven't tested this out. Oh my god, my people are walking through these doors. Tell you what, let me forbid these. Like, no, trust me, walk around, it'll be faster. Plus, I don't want one of these doors to be opened when the raid comes and then they're like, oh, I'll walk through here. I mean, it's still a functional little trap, but... You know, we have no traps anymore, but yeah, I don't think they'll do much. We'll maybe end up deconstructing all that. I mean, if we wall this off, then clearly we're going to want to have access to this area. All right, we got wood, a little bit of steel. I don't know if well, I guess, yeah, the machining table needs some steel if we're going to make those SMGs, because we still have this quest counting down. Yeah, we're going to make those. Yeah, seeming fine. It's the lowest priority job, but everything else isn't happening right now because people are equipped with their vests and their helmets and things. We don't need the EMPs. I might consider making a few extra smoke pops, because we've got to replenish the ones that we use. And having more people with them is fine. We don't really use that back slot for anything. Well, this seems like a good place to put in a cut. We survived that mech attack from the start of the episode, which I was a little concerned about. We've got this new double shotgun system. I have no idea if this is going to work the way that I want it to. Push comes to shove, we could light the stuff on fire. And it's not enclosed, so it's not going to get a super high temperature thing. Yeah, well, I don't know. We'll have to see how this feels. These things could be replaced with auto doors. Like, I don't think I'd build a double auto door system, but we could do some to save some time, but let's not worry about that. Food is okay, especially with the extra hunting. That's going to be all right. And we already, I think, burned through all that. Let's do the thing where we try to tame and then butcher the muffalo. But yeah, we'll flag more deer here to be hunted. We could do the turkeys. They're not terrible meat-wise, but I don't think it's quite as required. But yeah, we'll do that. You're making a little bit of kibble, which I think is fine. And then you're making the fine meals, which is great. Were we out of fine meals? We're pretty low, which doesn't surprise me. Oh, no, sorry, we got 40. I was looking at 10, and I was thinking that way. No, okay. I guess we did just go and make brunch probably from the last hunting thing, but we were running on only vegetables for a while, so we may have been running out of fine meals. Digging at compacted steel. Yep, we still want. Okay, I think this is a great place for us to put in a little halt. Folks, thanks for watching another episode. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.